Aloha, no, this is Kamaka Brown on V93FM.com. You know, one of the most exciting things that we had an opportunity to be a participant, and actually we were the troublemakers that started it all. California 808, in which we got together musicians living in Southern California with island roots and asked them if they would like to participate in a project in which they share their original music. We ended up putting together a musical highway between California and the 808, the area code for Hawai'i. And the result? California 808. You can pick up your own copy of California 808 online. Simply go to ETSY, E as in T as in tonkatsu, S as in sure, and Y as in why, you, ETSY.com. And in search, just put California 808, and you can pick up a copy of this great project. Remember, all proceeds go to San Magellan Network Radio. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and it's also tax deductible on your part. So it's a win-win situation, Brown. No more losers over here. We have an interview coming up right now with one of the artists of California 808, and one of the cuts from California 808 coming up right now on the San Magellan Network Radio, California 808. Yeah. Pick up your copy. Aloha, welcome back to V93FM.com. We got Uncle Clinton in the house.
Hey, aloha.
Also get Uncle Dan Logronio right here.
Yes, sir.
And on the phone, we have none other than just an all-around good guy. He's handsome like Uncle Clinton.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
He's got a vivacious personality like Uncle Dan.
Oh, yeah.
He's a very, very, very talented musician, just like our engineer, Chris Trainer, plays the guitar. And that is none other than Bucci Canencia. Aloha,
right.
Bucci.
Aloha, brother.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, we're doing good. We're going good. Thanks so much for calling in today. And, you know, when I think Bucci Canencia, my mind automatically goes back to the Fabulous Krush.
Rush.
Ooh.
Long time ago.
Oh,
I only was 12 years old.
Now, the Fabulous Krush sure made a huge dent and an impression in the contemporary music coming out of Hawaii from the 70s and the 80s. And also garnered a hoku for what year was that, Butchie?
80, 85, 80, early 80s.
Okay, beautiful. And so tell us a little bit about what it was like to be, this was a boy, they didn't call them boy bands back then, but you guys were definitely a boy band.
Oh, yeah.
But Hawaii Menudo, eh?
Yeah, the Hawaii Menudo, that's right. You guys were, well, most of you were all Filipinos. You weren't, Menudos were all Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
So this was a whole different take with local boys, all a part of Fabulous Krush. So what was it like to be part of this boy band there, Bucci?
It was pretty awesome, man. Hawaii, the timing was perfect, and we did a lot of shows for the kids, and everything was like a lot of hard work, Kamaka, man. I remember rehearsing 14 hours a day. We only eat the kind tuna sandwich for lunch and go back rehearsal. But, like everything else, hard work pays off, huh?
Yeah. I saw a clip of you guys on the Merv Griffin show.
Yeah, that was our first national TV. We did a big band segment with Tony Orlando.
Yeah.
And it was kind of trippy because we had standing ovations. Like, wow, I saw us doing that.
So that was exposure for Fabulous Krush on national TV. You guys went global in terms of getting your music out there. There's a great clip on YouTube, and that's where I found that on the Merv Griffith show with Fabulous Krush. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think we did the Devil Went Down to Georgia. So now the Krush, kind of in its heyday, many accolades musically, and then you went through some personnel changes. And at what point did you're pretty much done and you're ready to move on? Well, the Krush went on the road for like about 7-8 years. We went to all over the United States. states from New York all the way to L.A. Went to Canada, and then after that, the band decided to go back home, and then some of the guys was missing home, and so we kind of like broke up a little bit. So I decided to go to Vegas and still play music, and I did another 12 years there, doing all the lounges.
Ah, okay. So with a number of other bands, or were you just doing a solo or a duo, or what was that in Vegas?
Oh yeah, I played with different bands out there, because my heart was still music. I still want to play. So I hung out in Vegas for a while.
Okay, so while you were coming up, over the years, who were your major musical influences?
To tell you the truth, I always used to listen, even in the Crush days, I always loved to listen to George Benson and all the great guitar players, Wes Montgomery. They were all my influence in those days.
And Bucci, I can hear, when I listen to you play, if I close my eyes, I hear some of Benson, I hear some of Wes Montgomery, because those are some of my favorite guitarists, with Lee Ritenour, those kinds of people.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah. Those guys are the guys that, you try to imitate and be like them, man. So now they call me, hey, you Filipino, the guy, eh, George Benson.
Well,
I don't think so.
well, it seems to me that, we all, when you have your influences, you all start there, and then, little by little, you develop your own style. You have,
Right. You have to start someplace, try to imitate somebody, and then just do it your own way.
Yeah. Tell me about Mindless Groove.
Well, after Vegas, I decided to come to L.A. just to hang out, and I kind of like the weather and the people, and show Hawaiian people out here. Plenty musical talent, Hawaiian people that can play. And I met a lot of them, and one of them was Jack Bolero. He's from Kauai, and he came from the Bay playing with PowerPoint back in the islands. So we sat down one day, and we said, hey, we did a lot of things in our musical life. What do you think we should do now? I said, why don't we just write originals, man, and do something that we like doing now? And so I met this keyboard player, then the sax player, and then it became Mindless Groove, and everybody's on the same page, no head trips, everybody want to play the same music, and it's all like, our passion. Wasn't about the money. It's like things that we want to write and show our personality.
Well, I've had the pleasure of kind of sitting in on some of the rehearsals and also listening to Mindless Groove on some of the clips that have been posted on Facebook. And, I've always loved jazz and funk. And in fact, growing up, while people were listening to Beach Boys and Rolling Stones, I was listening to all of the jazz, guys coming up as well. So a great tune. Thank you so much for being part of our project, California 808. And I think now would be a great time to listen to Bucci Canencia and Mindless Groove, his original tune called Pacific Trade Winds. Mahalos, Bucci. Take care,
brother.
All
right, thank you, Kamaka.
Aloha no.
Aloha.
Mahalo.